What was your fondest memory of your early musical journey?
Oh, I think probably all my first gigs. Actually, I say fond. They were it was slightly mottled really. My first ever show was when I was 16, and I remember my little sister coming along in her favourite dungarees. She was about 6. But actually halfway through the gig there was a fire alarm, and me and the whole band had to just go and stand outside the venue, which really broke the sort of like facade we were trying to put on. Suddenly we just stood outside Staines Art Centre waiting for the alarm to go off. But no, I think all the early gigs, it's just fun because you're learning all the time. I mean, I'm still learning now, but especially.
Oh, that's so interesting. You've had a lot of success with your song Murder on the Dance Floor. It's gone mental. So did you know that Saltburn was going to be a big success when you allowed one of your most famous songs to be on there?
No, I had no clue. I was very flattered that Emerald had asked me for using the song because I thought she was a brilliant writer and director. And no, I had no idea. But the good news is I did it all for the right reasons, if you know what I mean. I really liked her. Then I really liked the film. So everything that happened from there was like a big sort of blossom from something where the essence of it felt good too, which I think is the nicest way to enjoy a bit of a roller coaster.
That's so nice. And I heard that you did a lot during lockdown. How do you think that inspired people?
Oh, golly. I don't know if it did inspire people. I'm hoping what we did is every Friday we would live stream a disco from our house. We being my husband, Richard, and I, who you'll see later, he's playing bass in the band, and our 5 kids. And I don't know if it was inspirational, but hopefully it gave people a place, something to do on a Friday night. So we'd live stream a disco. It was quite chaotic. I'd sing some of my songs, some covers. The kids would be literally climbing the walls. And through that, we built a community. And actually, I really, really needed that. It was good.
Yeah, that sounds so nice. And you talk about your 5 children. Do you think it was hard to continue your musical career after having them?
Well, my eldest is 20 now. So I guess I've been a mum singer for so much longer than I was a singer without kids. It's definitely challenging, but that being said, I think there's so many aspects of what I do that I'm really lucky about. Like I can pick and choose when I work and how I work, and if I bring my baby to work, no one says, "What are you doing bringing a child here?" I can kind of make it work. So I think overall I have it a lot easier than a lot of other working mothers.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And at what age did you decide that you wanted to do this, or when you pursued it?
I think it was when I was 16. Even during that silly first gig in the art centre with the fire alarm, it was like all the dots of everything I'd ever liked, or anything I was passionate about, all joining up. And honestly, I've never really had a plan B since then. So yeah, since 16, it was like, I'm stuck with this. I love it. Singing is it for me.
I really love that dedication. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, the no plan B is definitely a part of it. I've definitely had moments in my career where other people would probably have said, right, time to get a proper job now. I really love it. I work with a lot of really, really talented people. I've got great support. Yeah, I'm really lucky, really. And I think it's, everything I do is a communal thing. There's always a lot of people in the wings helping me with what I get up to.
Yeah, you had such an amazing experience. And where do we think the best place you've ever travelled to on tour has been?
What, with my music?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There's been so many places. I love travel, so that's been exciting all round. What pops into my head was going to Mexico, where I filmed a video, and you get to really explore. I've been to India, which I loved. There's so many places I still want to go to. I really love touring. And next week, actually, I've got my first ever American tour. And we start off in San Francisco, and I've always wanted to go there. So that's an adventure too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, really cool.
Always wanted to go. That looks amazing. And if you could do it all again, would you change anything?
Nah, I think that's quite part of the beauty of it, really. You just sort of got to... I think when you first start out, everybody always asks you your 5-year plan, and actually... you don't really have a whole lot of say in what goes on. So I think enjoying the experience of doing it is kind of the point. So wherever I am, that's like where my head is at too. So tonight it's all about Stowe.
I love it, yeah. And my final question for you is, so you say that you met your husband on tour, wasn't it?
Yes.
So how did that have an impact on you and your husband during the tour?
Well, at the time, I suppose that's how you meet people, isn't it? So we met when we were, how old were we? 23. And there we got together after we toured for a year. So we were friends first. And then we quite quickly found out we were having a baby after 6 weeks of dating. So that kind of galvanized our relationship, I guess. And now it's just really lovely because we can really support each other. And I love the fact that so many of the adventures I have are actually shared with him. So we can go off and make the most fun out of wherever we find ourselves. And that's actually a really good way to live.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. You're such an inspirational person to loads of people here. The amount of people I've told about this are so jealous. But thank you so much and really good luck with your tour and your concert tonight.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.